So, you want to play Stalker, Call of Pripyat. Now, I'm assuming you've already played the previous two games in the series, Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl, the first game, and Stalker Clear Sky, the prequel. Well, if you haven't, I suggest playing them first. And if you want to know where to start, try this video here, or this one over here. Okay, got it? Cool, let's carry on. Stalker Call of Pripyat is the third game in the series and is the direct sequel to the first game, Shadow of Chernobyl. Confused? Yeah, well, welcome to the Stalker franchise. Get used to it. Stalker Call of Pripyat was released in October 2009 and is the most polished game in the series to date. It is the foundations for many of the great mods people still play to this day, such as Anomaly, Call of Chernobyl, and my personal favourite, Gamma. So where do you start with Call of Pripyat? Well, as I already mentioned, it is the most polished game in the series, so you really don't need to mod the game at all. However, if you insist, there are some mods I recommend. First of all, there's Pripyat Reclamation Project, or PRP. This is basically a community-made bug fixing and quality of life patch. If you want the most authentic experience, then download this one. Then there's the Complete Pack, which is a collection of mods which is very easy to install, but in turn can make the game a little too easy. I've linked these down below, but I personally think it's time to take things a little further, especially if you've completed the first two games in the series. You'll be well experienced now and ready for a challenge. Cue the Call of Pripyat Gunslinger mod. Gunslinger mod is a weapon related modification, which is not an ordinary armory expanding or balancing mod. This mod overhauls the original first person point of view to a true quality vision, with every movement looking natural and every weapon behaving like its real life counterpart. Using items like medkits will be visible to you now. Weapon jamming will have its own unique animation, and upgrading your weapon will be another big point of your survival in Stalker Call of Pripyat Gunslinger. Each weapon has its own unique upgrade tree, which consists of suppressors, scopes, laser sights, and much more. Gunslinger mod will make your Stalker experience much more immersive with the animation overhaul, and challenging since items will have their own requirements. Examples of this are stuff like using your mask, which will take extra time. Using meds takes extra time because there's an animation. There's changes to mutants, such as the controller will now play with your mind and can cause you to suicide. So reload your gun, prepare some pills and some medkits before going out. That's how you play Gunslinger mod. Also included is the new hands pack, Foon animations, CGIM2 modified weather from Anomaly, Absolute Nature from Anomaly, and an unofficial English translation. Now, I personally enjoy playing with this mod. It makes the game harder and more realistic with the animation and realism, but at the same time, the expanded arsenal makes it easier. It's a good balance in my opinion that makes the game feel like a modern title. Don't get this twisted though, this is still Stalker and you will get wrecked often if you aren't paying attention. So here's how to install Gunslinger. Go to this page here, which I've linked down below. Click download now. It'll take you to another page, which you also need to click download now to download the file. Once it's downloaded, go here, click on Gunslinger Installer. Let it load up. Please wait. It'll ask you where you want the game installed, so you tell it. Then it'll ask you where the game Call of Pripyat is installed, so you tell it as well. It'll install the mod, and then it'll say successfully installed. Now the next step is very important. You want to go into the folder where Gunslinger is located, and you want to go check updates. This will download and update the game to the latest version, and any add-ons that you want to add, you can add here. There is a few options for Absolute Nature, which will make the game look vastly different. I recommend the default, but Rotten's quite good too. So select the ones you want and then click next. It'll download and install these, analyze everything, compile it all, and after all of that you should be good to go. Make sure you run the game once it's all done. And congratulations if you've done everything correctly. Once the game loads up, it should say mod 190922 in the bottom left. If you like this video, if it helped you out, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment, and I'll see you down the road.